All right, NewsNation senior story editor Paula Froelich joins us now. Paula, we had to bring in the expert to break
Oh,
this all
yes.
down. What is happening behind the scenes or behind the keyboards here?
All right. Well, first, we need to discuss one of the most inflammatory statements that Brooklyn made that the internet can't get over. And I have to read this out verbatim for you because it's crazy. He said, he was talking about the wedding. He said, "My mom hijacked my first dance with my wife, which had been planned weeks in advance to a romantic love song. In front of our 500 wedding guests, Mark Anthony called me to the stage where in the schedule, it was planned to be my romantic dance with my wife, but instead, my mom was waiting to dance with me instead. She danced very inappropriately on me in front of everyone. I've never felt more uncomfortable or humiliated in my entire life." So anyone who's on the internet or social media now is inundated with memes of what they think the dance that Victoria Beckham did at the wedding, and it's a lot. Now listen, People magazine has just come out and reported that Brooklyn and Nicola are the only ones who have a copy of the dance at the wedding because, of course, the videographer had to sign many things and give them the only copy, and phones were not allowed at that wedding. And Brooklyn and Nicola are both saying that they will never release this tape because it marked one of the worst days of their lives and one of the worst, most
Oh,
humiliating moments of their life. So, of course, that just makes us all way more eager
yeah.
to know. But it is very sad that this is done. And I think
Yeah.
Brooklyn was really at the end of his tether. I think he had notified his parents, "Please don't talk to me. I need some time. Go through my lawyers, please." And of course, things just happened to get leaked to the media. And so finally, he just really put
Yeah.
the nail in that coffin by doing the Instagram. But what was really interesting about it is he put it up in stories. Stories are supposed to last for 24 hours, and this one lasted for almost just 1 hour.
Wow. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's tough because you hate to think of, their wedding day being ruined. We also don't know what Brooklyn experienced as a child, but hopefully in all of this, they can work things out. We'll just say that because family feuds
Absolutely.
are never good.
Absolutely. Well, they said they got remarried because they wanted to create new memories
Yeah.
of their wedding day, and that remarriage, the none of the Beckhams were actually invited to.
On a side note, though, Brooklyn and Nicola, beautiful couple.
Oh
All
my
right, we're going to
God.
move on. This week, we celebrated the life and work of Martin Luther King Jr., but the internet is not happy with how Nike and LeBron James are honoring MLK Jr. Paula, take a look at this latest LeBron 23s, the colorway. LeBron wearing them earlier this month against the Memphis Grizzlies, which is the same city as the Lorraine Motel. That is the site of MLK Jr.'s assassination. Now, this colorway on the shoe is the same as the motel sign. And Paula, people are saying they really threw an air ball with this one.
Oh yeah. I think Nike and LeBron, for one of the first times, for LeBron at least, missed the mark. So there a lot of people are saying, it's the color of the hotel where Martin Luther King was assassinated. What are you trying to say? A lot of people are saying, why couldn't you have done Morehouse, where he went to college? It's a historically Black institution that everyone loves. Why does it have to be this horrifically sad place?
Yeah.
Also, people were kind of like, you're monetizing Martin Luther King, and I get it, but you're kind of using this guy to honor yourself for making 51 points at a Memphis game. It's tacky. It's just tacky.
All right, we're going to move on, Paula, and they're telling me we got to rush through this, but
All right, go
we're
for
going
it.
to end on a high note here. The latest class to be inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame: Kenny Loggins, Alanis Morissette, Christopher Tricky Stewart, Taylor Swift, two members of Kiss, Gene Simmons, Paul
Mhm.
Stanley. Seems like a really strong group here.
It is. And frankly, I would like to rock and roll all night, which is one of the songs Kiss is being inducted for. I love them. I'm glad that they're finally getting noticed. Taylor Swift, of course. I mean, she's a notable songwriter, also has changed pop music forever. And frankly, the ceremony could use a little Taylor magic. But I also like that Alanis Morissette was in there.
I was just thinking
Alanis
that.
is
Yeah.
overlooked constantly, and I'm glad she's finally getting some due.
Yeah, such a great lyricist. She really writes some great songs there, and now she's getting her due. Paula, you get your due every time you're on. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, my friend. I adore you.
All right, scan the QR code. We'll show it on your screen here. Maybe we won't. Well, if we do, you can see, there it is. You can scan it. You'll get the latest pop culture scoop from Paula every Friday.